Hi. Right now I'm going to show you how to assign articles in your class and what things you can find under our Articles tab. So first off, there's two things at the top that I want you to check out. First, you can look at the science units. You can browse through different science units, or you can look at the articles that you've currently assigned. In addition, if you're unable to find articles by browsing, or you're just lazy and want to find them more quickly, then you can search for the vocab words, topics, and titles right up here with this handy little search function. Click on different units and you can check out what articles are within that unit and start assigning them. So let's say I'm looking to assign an article. First thing I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to click on this box and I'm going to get a nice big green check mark there. This article has now been assigned to all three of my demo periods. Before I assign the article, maybe I want to take a look at it. I can click on Preview Articles right here. That'll let me preview what the article looks like at different reading levels if I want to read through it first. I can also preview the quizzes if I click on that, and I can preview the free response questions if I click on this right here, the free response questions. In addition, so I can assign it to different periods. Maybe I only want period 1 to read this article. They're a little bit ahead of periods 2 and 3. And I can choose whether it's going to be a curriculum article or it's going to be an interest article. Now, I'll explain to you the difference between the two. So curriculum article is a required article. Students must read curriculum articles that you assign to them. Interest articles are a bit different. The whole idea with interest articles is if there are articles on our site that are peripheral to topics you're covering in class, but students still might find interesting, or maybe you just want to leave it open for them to decide on their own, you can assign articles as interest. Students can read it at their leisure, at home, when they finish early, whatever they want to do. Free response questions are toggled off right now. If I click on that, I'm going to see it become white instead of gray, and that's going to tell me that free response are now on. So when students finish reading the article, what will pop up is a screen where they can switch back and forth between a free response question and the article. So they're pulling information from the text to help them answer a free response question about that article. And they receive that after their multiple choice quiz. So each of these articles is followed by a multiple choice quiz, and that helps give you some data on how well they did on the article. And it also helps us to assign reading levels for future articles. So if they're doing really, really well, we're going to assign them a more difficult reading level. If they're struggling a lot, we may bring their reading level down to something that's challenging, yet still something they can comprehend and be successful with. On the far right-hand side, we're able to now assign dates. So I can actually choose if this is going to be due on August 11th. I can select that there, and it'll be due then. Students must must complete the assignment by August 11th. Another really nifty thing about the article selection tab is this little print button up on the top right. So when you assign an article, if you're concerned that you're not going to have internet access, or you want your students to do some close reading activity where they're highlighting and annotating and all that good stuff, then you can print out the article and we'll actually give you a roster of your students and what reading levels they're at and how many copies to make of each different reading level of the article. Pretty cool, huh? We do recommend that if they do read the article on paper, they still take the quizzes online. That way the adaptive functionality of BirdBrain is still present, so we can still move them up in reading levels if they're being really successful, keep them right where they're at in that sweet ZPD spot, and then we can move them back down if they're struggling with the article and they need something that's easier for them. At the very top, as you click different articles, they'll pop up in your currently assigned, and they will be listed by due date. And that's it for the Articles tab. I hope this was helpful. Have a nice day.